Hey y'all, what's up you guys? So I got something new for y'all. Um a gift that I have definitely been sleeping on for quite some time, and I've always put it on the back burner because of course, we have to operate in these worldly things. We focus on one thing more than another. And so I have tapped back into my gifts of tarot reading. Yes, yes, yes. So of course, while I'm going through this journey, I just want to help my other spiritual babies and my spiritual baddies who are also tapping into their gifts, who probably was scared like me, or just being worried about what family. Because when a lot of people hear like tarot reading and stuff like that, when you spiritual they already feel like you some type of witch who out here doing black spells and all this other weird stuff. But let me just be the first to say that, for one, I don't care about people enough to be putting no black spells on nobody. My life is going fine. I'm so highly blessed and anointed, baby. Whatever you do to me, it's going to always be returned back to you. Clock that T. All right? So, what we are going to learn tonight for all my babies and all my baddies and all my spiritual ladies who are just kind of wanting to also tap into their spiritual gifts. Like, especially if you are already a person who is very empathic, like you kind of already foresee things, like you a seer, you're a natural healer, an empath. Like, you have conversations with people just kind of like automatically just let off all they traumas and burdens and stuff when they talk to you. Like, you'll be a stranger or whatever. And then if you just a person where people just, you're a mirror to people, baby, you are a tarot reader. So you might as well go and tap into your gift, because naturally you already do it. These are just the tools to help you further the message from the spirits. So we are going to definitely, now this might not be the full spread that I'll do or whatever. So with these, yeah, I'll probably just do like separate videos or whatever. But it's we're gonna start with the major arcana. There are at least 21 major arcanas that we'll focus on. Just depending on how this video go. Like I said, it may not be the full set that I'll do, but yeah, we're gonna get into it. So first we're gonna start out with the Fool. This is the first major arcana of the deck. Now when you see that, it's basically like you taking a leap of faith. You being kind of oblivious and walking into the unknown. And look, it could be a good thing, because especially when your spirit is kind of telling you it's time for something new and you just kind of sick of the same routine. Like, sometimes the risk is always in the reward. So this is what the Fool card is. Okay, so then after that, oh, I do want to say that with the major arcanas, it's always a story. So all these cards are always protected. They're always connected in a way, because like I said, everything is a story, which is basically equivalent to your life. Everything you do in your life is a story, from the biggest moments to the smallest moments. Everything is connected. The seeds that you plant today will sow and harvest tomorrow. So yeah, I always think about it like that. So the next card that we have is the Magician. The Magician is basically where it kind of, as you can see, you see the infinity loop, where it just basically kind of lets you know, like, you are not of this world. You are just a spiritual vessel having a human experience. But if you really tap into your gifts, you have the power to do anything that you can alchemize. Like, if you can see in the picture where they have all the four elements, the pentacles, they have the wand, the sword, and the cup. So you have everything at your disposal. You have the resources to, alchemize or turn anything into magic, because again, you are the magician. So I know a lot of us, when we go to God, we ask God, I need this and I need that. And God kind of already give us the resources to do what we need to do. But when we don't pay attention to the things that we already has around us, you'll miss it. So like they say, if you do with a little, I can give you a lot. So that is what this card represents. The next card we have is the High Priestess. So if you kind of pay attention and look at the picture, it's basically kind of giving Taurus energy. More than likely it's Taurus energy. Now mostly when you do have tarot cards, and sometimes your cards, it don't matter, it's whatever spirit resonates to you, whatever clicks to you, whatever spirit tells you, whatever. But if you are a beginner, I always highly likely recommend to get cards similar to this, and cards that originally look like this. But if you can see, there are two pillars. One is black and one is white. With the High Priestess, it's basically like a storyteller. You hold secrets, akashic knowledge, hidden knowledge. It's a sign of being an emotionally balanced healer. So it's kind of like, it's conscious and unconsciousness, feminine and masculine. These two pillars, it normally had the B and J. The B will represent Boaz. I believe it's in the Bible. Don't quote me now. I just started back getting into the Bible too. And also has Jakim as well. So it basically, like I said, it creates, the high priestess is basically an emotional healer. So she's emotionally balanced. It's someone where she's normally trusted. You know, she's a seer. She's a medium. You know, she's a healer. She's an empath. She's one of those things. So if you ever get this card pulled in your reading, yeah, you have a gift and you have to tap into it. So anytime that I had got a reading, I had always got the high priestess because I was always like a seer, a natural healer, things of that nature. So whenever you get a card like this or whenever you pull a card, this is basically what that means. So the next one that we have is the Empress. Miss Empress. Yes, yes. She's basically a woman of fertility, birth. It doesn't have to necessarily be a child. It could be birthing new ideas, birthing new projects, birthing a new job. Sometimes it can mostly mean marriage, depending on if you have, if you're having questions or you get a reading about love, different things like that. So yeah, she's the Empress of birth, fertility, love. Most likely a water sign. If you pay attention, in the back, you'll kind of see that there's a river running. She runs off emotions and things like that. Then you see that she has the Venus energy as well. So this is our Empress card. Then next we have the Emperor. The Emperor, it could either be Taurus or Aries energy, especially considering, well, normally with the regular cards, it will have two rams on the head. But like I said, this is a different type of card, so you know everybody makes their cards differently. But the Empress energy, he's a leader. If he's a stand for something, fall for anything type of guy, authority figure, personal leadership, things like that. So if you get this card with the Emperor, yeah, stand on big business, baby, big business. Next, then we have the Hierophant. With this card, the Hierophant definitely is a person of tradition, laws, morals, character, things like that. They stand for something. With the Hierophant, it's a card of conformity, ethics, and things like that. So I had to go to my notes because I had to make sure I'm telling y'all right. Very law-abiding, things like that. So this is the Hierophant card. And then next we have the Lovers. The Lovers is basically like, more than likely, of course, you could tell Gemini energy is one person split into two. It's kind of like the Adam and Eve type of deal going on, but it also could be a thing of choices. So depending on what your reading may consist of, it'll either give you the choice of staying around with someone or, you know, remove yourself, especially if it's the Devil card or the Moon card that comes into play with this, but we'll get into that further. Yeah, the Lovers energy. And as you can see, just kind of sometimes if you do start to read cards, just kind of pay attention to the picture. Because what your intuition may be telling you is could sometimes be different. But of course, as you can see, it's like an Adam and Eve. One has apples and things like that. Then the other tree, let's see, it has fire. So yeah, this is the Lovers card. And then the next one that we have is the Chariot. This is a card of get up and go forward, push forward, victory, take action, get shit done, get through it, go through it to get through it. So this is what this card represents. So if you ever in a situation where you down in something and you get this card, leave your past behind and go forward with it. So as you can see, the black and white sphinxes that you see, it's kind of one of those things where, and you see kind of like the motorcycle lean is kind of leaning towards going towards something versus staying behind. So yeah, if you get this card, yeah, push through, baby, keep going forward. Victory is on the way and victory is coming. So I'll stop right here and I'll do my second part of the major arcana, and then we'll be starting with the strength card. So if you like this, y'all subscribe, like. If you got any questions, I am available to start doing readings. I'll also be doing like fast luck rituals, protection spells, different things like that. So I thank y'all for watching and keep on watching, and we'll be up for part 2.